Hello and welcome to the Michael Shane Kelly Show. This is going to be a great show. I've got
Start over.
Let me do it again. Oh, you had the mic in the way?
My mic was right there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I got you.
Sorry about that.
I might leave it in just for fun.
That'd be fun. Do it.
Okay, we are back in the old podcast room. I've got a friend I can't wait to introduce you to. His name, he's the one, the only, John Ragsdale.
Junior.
Jr.
The JR. You can't leave that out.
No, you cannot. I'm not a junior, but my license plate tag came in the other day from my vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because the first three letters looks like I'm Leroy Kelly Jr.
Really?
LKJ.
Why?
I don't know. Total fluke.
You know what? My dad, the reason I'm a junior is because my dad named me after him. And the reason my son is not a junior, I gave him my first name, but I wouldn't put my middle name on him. Do you know my middle name?
Wait a minute.
We've known each other for so long.
I do know I'm trying to think of it right now. It's not what you would normally expect to hear.
No, it's Dewey.
That's right. Oh man, I'm so glad you reminded me of that.
I told my dad, I'm like, you lived with that name and you gave it to me. But you know what's funny is we had a couple of Deweys on my dad's side, and my mother has a brother named Dewey, and then my dad was named, so it kind of all made sense. But
wow,
so
I don't know how I haven't used that on you.
And then someone hacked johnragsdale.com, and so the only thing we get was johnragsdaljr.com.
Oh, really?
So now I'm John Ragsdale Jr.
Well, but you know what a great way.
What JR too? It's kind of cool. Cool logo. Have you seen my little logo?
I have not seen it recently. Yeah. I should go check that out.
It's pretty.
So go to johnragsdaljr.com. Is that where you got to go?
Just to see the logo.
For nothing else.
Nothing else.
Look at the logo. I need to do it. I want to do it on my laptop and find out right now how it looks.
Well, let's see. By the way, don't you love the way we started the show with that microphone? And then I tried to be really cool while you were doing it.
You were creeping it out.
I'm trying to ease it out. I'm the worst at this kind of stuff.
But that's what makes it fun. This is fun. I saw you moving it, and I thought, what's he doing? And then you're like, oh no.
Oh, I'm terrible.
So did you get a chance to hear yourself? Do you think you sound good and stuff? Are you? Okay
let me see. That's what these are. Headphones. I thought they were coasters.
Why is it not switching to you? Something's going on. I'll switch forward for some reason.
Is it switching now? All right. So first of all, your headphones are much nicer than my headphones.
Yes, the privilege of being the host.
Yeah, you're also louder than I am.
First time in my life.
I'm gonna take that. This thing went downhill when I put those on. You know, what's funny is my wife and Jacob Lowry, who's been on your podcast. Jacob said we were all on staff together for years, and Jacob would say, "You're the loudest human on earth." My wife will remind me of that.
At the airport today, I was going to pick you up, and I got moved by the police. He moved me. I was all set up for you at the front there, and he said, "No, go park." So I had my back turned to you, and I heard you as you came out. Hey, I knew immediately.
I don't need a microphone.
Like wave my hand over here.
Matter of fact, I could just get rid of this and everybody watching could hear me.
Probably could.
Let's see how sensitive these mics are.
Let's just find out. Well, this is the. I hope you don't choke.
This is the kind of stuff that you get. It just drops nuggets of wisdom, depth, spiritual depth.
I believe it's going to happen here in the next few minutes. I feel like some depth is coming. Do you like the hot tea?
I do like the hot tea.
Isn't that interesting?
This is Annette. This is her. A little honey ginger with turmeric.
Turmeric,
which is supposed to heal all kind of stuff.
It is. She taught me to drink this a while back.
I hope it'll shed some pounds right in the middle of this podcast.
I'm going to tell it now. It does not.
GLP-1, like it's just Ozempic.
You're going to drink that down. I've tried a couple things. It hadn't worked either. I'm not sure what's going on.
It's called. I think the reason it's not working is because it's followed up by going to Hillbilly Hideaway, which we
Dude, we went
literally
to
just
the Hillbilly Hideaway.
I can barely breathe.
I'm having a hard time sitting here, to be honest with you.
Okay,
Everything feels very compressed right now.
yeah. You want to tell people what Hillbilly Hideaway
Okay,
is?
so yes, because we don't go to it very often, but when we do, we go when we have somebody with us, a guest of your stature.
Of course, we'd
That
like
would-
to
that
give
would
you
require-
a heart attack.
We'll take you somewhere. So here in North Carolina, outside of Greensboro, High Point, I forget where it is located exactly, but it's called Hillbilly Hideaway, and it's exactly what it sounds like. The building looks exactly like you would think it should look. It's been there since, what'd she say, 40-something, 47?
Yeah, her mom and dad, Rosanna, we met the owner.
We met the owner.
And her family's had it for 40 years is when they opened
great.
the doors. And it's an old barn.
It is an old barn, but the food. So it's like you don't have a menu. You just sit down, and then they start bringing you trays of food and putting it on the table.
Oh, my God, just bowls.
Bowls.
Ribs, fried chicken,
Oh, the fried chicken.
beans, slaw, corn,
I had a shudder.
green beans. What else?
Physical shudder.
Cornbread.
It was so delicious. And
Oh,
ribs.
my
Had
God.
some ribs too.
Oh, the ribs.
Ribs were good too. And the thing about it is, it's like, I don't like buffets. I can't stand going to a buffet.
No.
When I was younger, I thought buffets were great.
Absolutely.
The older I get, the more I see kids sneezing into them, plucking things.
Put their hands in there.
And you know,
And then tasting it, not liking it, putting it back.
I can't do it. I don't have it in me to do it. And so, but this is like that because a buffet comes to your table though.
Oh, it's like, yeah, like little
You never get up.
kind little
You
buffets.
get no exercise between plates. You are just literally sitting there.
No steps earned. They really roll a cart up to the table. It's funny because we have a place in Nashville that started in Franklin, that's right outside of Nashville, and they do the same thing, but they have a big, like what's called a lazy Susan, which is they have these big round tables,
Yeah.
and you just they put the plates and you spin it around, you eat it. So I was telling Michael about this. And he's like, we don't have a lazy Susan. I said, what do y'all got, like a lazy Lisa? Like our waitress, hey, Lisa.
Yeah. Right.
She just rolls a cart.
She just pushes this massive cart. Like in a restaurant, they bring it to you one plate at a time. But no, we have a cart loaded down. Then they came out and asked if we wanted dessert after all that.
Ooh.
And somehow I picked banana pudding. I don't know how I did it.
I
did.
declined.
I saw that. I
did have 17 things of cornbread though. So that
I told my wife, I said I should have stopped at my fourth piece of chicken.
you had 8.
I had 8.
I counted the carcasses left behind on your plate, the bones.
Dude. Okay, but that's not I think the best part. Okay, the meal was great, right? But then we leave the restaurant and there's this building down below the restaurant called the Hillbilly Music
Hall.
Hall. Put some class on it. That's right. Put some the music hall. And so we go up in there.
funny.
Dude, what was it? It's like school bus seats. Lined up.
The seats are school bus seats.
It was hilarious to see that. It took me
just-
way back. I
Just
mean,
old
immediately.
furniture like in the back
Yeah.
in case you ran out of school bus seats.
And there was a band up there practicing, getting ready to open up, but the curtain was still closed. And they were back there
They're
killing
doing
it.
soundtrack.
They were doing sound check. And we're like, just open the curtain, you know?
And they did.
And it was good.
And I think the median age of the band was 74.
Probably so. But you know,
They were so good.
I went to see, I took my wife for her birthday to go see George Strait.
King George.
Yes. And I want to tell you, it looked like 2 or 3 of those guys needed help getting on that stage.
They did.
But unbelievable.
Wow.
Their talent was still
Man.
as if nothing had ever changed, you know. And sometimes, it's, you go back to those days where people played the music. They played the music, and they're incredible.
Fingers crossed. I write with a guy named Brinley Addington, who's a very successful songwriter, country writer, and he and I wrote a song. Actually, we wrote it with a guy named Steve Mokler,
Oh yeah.
and we've written several songs. But anyway, one of the songs that we've written, they're actually pitching to George Strait.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's good friends with the drummer for George Strait, and so who knows? Nothing probably will ever come of it. But man, just to know that you got King George listening to one of your songe.
The king of country music.
Come on, man.
Come on. You know, he
I need y'all just to stretch your hands out toward the screen and just help me pray that George Strait.
that the King of Kings will encourage the King of Country.
The song's called "Horses to Ride."
Oh wow, that does sound cool.
That's a great song.
I wish you could play like a sample, but we don't have that available to us.
It's about this. It's I don't know if you know this, but the Indians would bury the horse
Yes.
when
they died,
Indian
yeah.
brave died, and they're like, why? So they'll have something to ride. And so Brindley had this idea about horses to ride, and so the idea is this old cowboy that's like,
wow.
when I get to heaven, I hope they got horses to ride.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just he talks about all the things that he loves about heaven, but he's like, if I could just add a few things, here's a couple.
I'd like to have a horse to ride.
Rolling green prairies and go on forever, and I hooked to hang my old Stetson, like just that kind of thing.
That's
It's fun. Yeah, it's
wonderful.
fun.
You know, it's funny because my wife was a national title radio queen when she was 16.
That's right. I remember that.
And so she did the horse thing for many, many years. And I did my best to try to get her back on a horse after we got married. But she'd done it since she was a child, little bitty thing. So she was kind of like,
Kinda done.
She didn't want to muck any more stalls, right? She didn't want to do that. But I have an Instagram account. So I will see horse stuff, right? And it will, I'm like, oh, my wife would love this. And so I would send her a video of a horse. And I've done it just enough times that now my whole feed is just horses all the time. All I see on and it's for my wife.
Have
but
you
I-
ever even ridden a horse?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I have, which is why I haven't done it often.
It's not easy.
I like a brake pedal and a steering wheel.
Give me a good Ford F-150 Platinum hybrid, please.
If I go left, I want to go left.
You know, my wife was raised in Oklahoma, a lot in Oklahoma, and right outside is a place called Cache. And her mom and dad had about a 300-acre ranch.
Yeah.
And they had thoroughbreds, they had quarter horses, bucking stock, they had Jerusalem ponies, they had, I think they're called Jerusalem, the donkeys that have the cross on the back.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, they had, and so I was never raised. My brother was rode horses, and he was big into it, but I just never did. And I was just always out of place, showing up at that ranch in my tennis shoes or whatever. I'm like,
We had to feed. My dad got horses. He was pastoring in Brownwood, so he decided, because we were living in Texas, I guess, and we had a house that had a barn and a corral, it should have horses.
Yeah, of course.
That was the reasoning behind it. Next thing I know, my dad has a cowboy hat, and he has horses.
Leroy the cowboy. It rhymes.
He'd go riding them thing.
My man.
We would do it every now and then, but mostly those horses lived to be fed and stall clean. That was me and my brother's job.
Yeah.
That's what we did all the time.
I have a pastor friend of mine that has just gotten into racing miniature horses.
What does that look
And it
like?
sounds as funny. You sit in a little chariot, like it's a little deal.
Yeah.
And you have a horse.
And it pulls you.
Well, I don't think it's racing, actually. It's more of a show. That's what it is. It's not racing. It's a show, but they trot. and he's
And they're miniature horses.
yeah, he sits in this. He loves it. Like he went through. He really went through some stuff. Some pastoring and personal
Really?
stuff.
You're kidding me. A pastor
And
went through
this
something.
is the thing. Pastoring went through some stuff.
What are you saying?
Anyway, he's a dear friend, and he laughs. He's like, "You're not gonna believe what I'm doing now." So a lady in his church is a renowned miniature horse trainer, and she trains people to show miniature horses.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
she teaches him how to do it, and he went and did his first show and won the blue ribbon. So I'm like, "Go,
I
man!"
got to see this. This sounds like fun. My wife's been talking about one day she wants one of those miniature cows. They're real fluffy.
They bring them inside. Have you seen that? People bring them in their house.
I'm not bringing a cow into my
Come on, man.
Who picking that
Your
up?
dog is as big as a cow.
My dog.
Sandy is a heifer.
That's a good way to put it. She is not small, and she runs the house, and we all know it. That's the problem. She does close the door. That's the good thing. She goes outside.
If y'all haven't seen that,
she closes the door.
I think you posted on
yeah.
his Instagram. It is amazing. She opens the door, comes in, and closes the door. Does she also let herself out?
No, she can't because it's reverse. So she can't open it.
Bro, you got to fix it.
It would save me some steps.
Put a
I don't need to
rope
save
on the
anything.
outside, man. Pull that thing in.
She would if we did that.
It'd be amazing.
I was having a podcast in here one day. Maybe it was with Jacob Lowry. Maybe it wasn't him. We're talking, and the door just opens, and she lets herself in. She just opened it and walked in.
She
and
pulled the handle down?
Yeah, pulled the handle down. She walked into the room. And so we just kept talking like
That's
we're doing now.
amazing.
And then she turned to leave. But when she left, her tail was wrapped around the door a little bit, and she shut it behind her. And we're both talking, and I went, "Oh, did she just shut the door?"
It's amazing.
What I didn't know was Hannah had rushed upstairs.
Oh, I got
and
it.
it grabbed the door without knowing, but it looked like she used her tail to close.
That's funny.
We both froze.
My dog's a genius.
I need to put my dog in a circus or something, make some money.
Oh,
All right, what have we talked about? Anything important yet?
I mean, I think this is very important. This is the
agree.
life. How long have we known each other? Like you?
Well, I can remember a day being in your house in Mississippi, sitting in a chair in a corner while you were working on a song with a band I was playing with. And I was just a drummer.
Red River roll on.
Yes. Nailed it. And I remember that's probably the first time we actually met.
Wow.
And I remember they were sitting at the piano, y'all were working on a song, and I was listening, I had to learn something from it, and I was just sitting
Was it in that big old house?
I believe so.
Yeah, we had a big old.
I don't know when that was.
Then it was 120 years old. Now it's 170, I guess now.
It was a cool experience, because you were busy with that. Well, it was kind of like I was just the drummer in the band, so I was just there to learn, what was being done, which was great. I enjoyed it. But that was when was that? Any idea how far back that is?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I was in college then or not. I'm not sure.
I can tell you what, I was probably 18, 19 years old.
And I'm 50, I'll be 57.
And I'm 53.
So I'd have been out of college.
Yeah. So that's how far back it goes. And then we worked together in Austin for a while.
We did? That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. It was you.
What happened? What was that?
I have a lot of favorite things about Michael Shane Kelly. One of my favorite things is I can always know he's going to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going to laugh at a lot of stuff, but he laughs at me, and it makes me feel really. I feel really funny when I'm around him.
You're hilarious. You didn't know you were funny. I enjoy. Hey, if we're not laughing, what are we doing?
Come on.
Laughter is great.
It is.
I'd rather have a good time with someone, just hang out and talk, have some turmeric tea.
Turmeric.
And enjoy.
It's not a turmeric. It's not a turmeric.
It's not. It's turmeric. There's nothing in the drinks, by the way. It is turmeric tea.
It's just us.
It's just a fellowship of
Honestly,
friends.
it looks like Mountain Dew.
It does. And I can't stand Mountain Dew.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. Can't do it. I think I drink one hot.
My brother loved Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah. So my brother was passed away 16 years ago. So by the way, can I show this?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my first tattoo. I don't know, right here. And it's my brother had that exact tattoo on his arm. And one of my last pictures that I have of him alive was a picture of that tattoo.
Oh, wow.
And so I had the tattoo it had his favorite dog. Her name was Kiki.
Kiki.
Yeah, she was a little miniature long-haired Chihuahua. She was a snake. He was so mean. But he loved her. She loved him. So anyway, 4 days ago, my first tattoo. And, my mom and dad, they very conservative, Pentecostal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not now, but I mean, they were raised Pentecostal. I was raised Pentecostal.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, my mom would say she's still Pentecostal, but not with all the stuff that you have to do to be Pentecostal. She kept all the good parts.
The additionals.
Yeah, she kept the. But anyway, I was like, I wonder what mom's gonna do, and so I showed her, and mom and dad were so happy, and mom cried. I literally cried while they did it.
Yeah, he was a great man.
Nobody liked him.
He was cool.
Nobody liked him.
I met him a couple of times, and he just had a cool swagger about him.
So funny, the funniest human I've ever been around. Most talented, songwriter, wrote for Sony. My sister wrote for Universal.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when he died, Mark D. Sanders, who co-wrote I Hope You Dance, Mark D. Sanders wrote with my brother a lot. And Mark sang I Hope You Dance at my brother's funeral.
Oh, my Lord.
And before he sang it, he said Joshua Ragsdale was the single most talented songwriter I ever worked with. And Mark D. Sanders had probably 25 number ones and wrote I Hope You Dance. So with Tia Sellers.
What a statement.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Josh was
dude.
Yeah, he was a horse trainer. He was a dog trainer, trained dogs for Mississippi Highway Patrol. He
Wow.
rode bucking stock. He been bit by 5 different snakes. Had a golf scholarship to Georgia Tech. I mean, he was something else.
God.
He lived more in 31 years than most people do in
Well, it sounds like it.
3 or 4 lifetimes. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's just
so
incredible.
love you,
Well,
Jay, my man.
There he is. Well, I tell you, I don't really have anything I wanted to ask you specifically, except, also, remember that time I came to your house in Nashville and we filmed, you sang a song. What was it? I Want to Be Alone with You. Am I saying that right? Is that right?
How it was? Yeah.
Yeah. And you sang, and this was,
That was I put that on one of my records.
one of my favorite songs, by the way.
Really?
I watched it. I had this new camera and I had a microphone. It was like a Bluetooth. It was a new thing back then. Bluetooth.
Oh, Bluetooth. I mean, what? I was like, look.
What do you mean?
What?
I got what? And so I put that on you, and you sat there in your gazebo and you sang that song, and it was so good. And that was I didn't do anything much with a YouTube page. I just had a couple of videos on it. I didn't do anything with it. That one video got 10,000 views.
What?
Just real quick, and then but I'm just now using the page again.
Can you
Just
do
now.
it again? I'd make some money off of it now.
That's what I'm talking about. We should do it again. That would be awesome. But that was a great moment. I remember coming to your house doing that. But we've known each other for many, many years. I'm grateful for our relationship.
That's me too, man.
You mean a lot to me personally.
I love that
my wife, our family.
I love a while ago, Michael called me Uncle John. You know,
Yeah.
she always does, you know?
I'm gonna tell you, I will just say this. We were at the Hillbilly Music Hall
Yeah.
and they started playing, they got to playing, and next thing you know, I see my daughter dancing with John Ragsdale.
Uncle John.
Two-step with Uncle John.
Neither one of us know how to dance. I looked at the people in the front row. I'm like, and I was raised Pentecostal. I'm going to hell.
They're looking at you like, what's he talking about?
And then I had to let them know that this was my niece. Like, I wasn't some old guy getting me a little.
Look at that fella right there. Yeah. I know
You
you.
robbed the cradle.
So then my son and his wife were dancing. Then I got up, my wife and I, we did the very end of the song. We danced together. But it was fun. It was cool
It was
to see.
so fun.
It was cool to see. You have a beautiful family. Kristen, your sons are just amazing.
Yeah.
It's cool to see. So what are you doing now? I mean, I know you've done a lot. So let's talk about what are you doing now? What has God put you on? What's your task?
Yeah. So, I was in Austin. I've been in ministry for 40 years. This year is 40 years. Full-time ministry.
Grief.
Yeah. That's a long time. Who does anything for 40 years?
40 years.
Traveled for altogether, I traveled 10 years. 3 years before we moved to Austin. And
Yeah.
we were in Austin
Wow.
10 years, almost 10 years.
Wow.
And then I traveled for another 7 years when I was
Yeah.
in Nashville.
Yeah.
And then my wife and I planted a church.
Yeah.
We launched it in our 17 people in our living room. And, we pastored that church for 15 years
That's incredible.
and built out an old movie theater. And
It was beautiful.
It's a beautiful place, man.
You did an incredible
And then,
job.
and it grew and just God blessed it and had great relationships. And then last year we merged with the Life Church, Pastor John and Leslie Siebling out of Memphis.
Yes.
And we became the 12th location for the Life Church. We have 3 in Memphis, 3 in the prisons and jail there.
Okay.
And then we have Nashville, DC, New York, Boston. I'm missing one. Santiago, Chile,
Wow. Incredible.
Florence, Italy, and then Johannesburg, South Africa. So the first year, I've been part of their teaching team. So I go to some of the different locations and speak. But primarily, I've been helping them curate a catalog of original worship music
Oh, that's awesome.
and mentoring their songwriters. They had some great worship leaders and musicians, but they'd never written a song. I hate to say professionally, but
Sure.
Yeah,
I get
so I went and spent, my first 2 times with them was just, this is how you write a song, or, I wouldn't do that line. What if we did this? And now it's amazing how that team has progressed. In the past year, we've probably written 50 songs,
Good.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go up once a month and we do writing sessions with them. We just did our first writing retreat. And that was great, where there was, I think, 12 of us, and we split up into groups of 3.
Okay.
And I think we walked away with 6 songs in 2 days. And
That's
good
incredible.
songs. Good
That's
songs.
interesting.
Yeah.
set up a topic or something? You just kind of throw it in a room, or somebody just says, I'm thinking about this?
Kind of just walk in and go, all right, you know what? And so Nashville co-writing is big. That most of the songs, country songs, have been co-written, and now a lot of worship songs are as well.
Okay.
The Nashville style of doing it, and you just get in a room and hopefully you have a chemistry.
Yeah.
And most of the time you spend the first little time just talking, because I found the greatest songs come out of ideas instead of a hook or a line. Mm-hmm. It's like and you just sit and you talk. And the great thing now is I'm able to kind of pick and choose who I write with.
Yeah, so
I write with the people that I like to write with.
You get to do that.
Oh yeah, and we just sit and light candles and drink coffee. And
well, your song "We Thirst for You," which was, man, I've always loved that song. By the way, phenomenal. CeCe Winans ran with that song as well.
Yeah, she ran with it
beautifully. I saw somebody the other day at an award show. I forget who it was, but they were doing it. It was a Christian music award show. I forget now what that name is. But the guy talking about it said, well, we're all about to get CC'd. He was talking about how they had the song, and then when she does it, it goes.
It did.
It
went. I have 2 gold records from that.
My Lord, man!
And it's almost platinum. Actually, I found that out a few months ago. But nobody buys records anymore.
Yeah,
records or CDs. So now they do an equation with streaming equates to a certain amount of sales.
Oh, interesting.
So I think we're a few thousand away from it being platinum.
And that'd be incredible.
Yeah, I know that song bought me a house.
Hallelujah.
It wasn't a big house.
Had a roof.
It had a roof in the basement. Yeah, I mean, that was, of course, I didn't write it, for that. That was a
powerful worship song.
An amazing time, yeah. That's when you wrote songs. Remember when worship songs were like a verse and a chorus?
Yes.
And maybe a bridge, like Vineyard and Maranatha. Those songs are really scripturally based, and it would be a verse and a chorus, like draw me close to you.
Yes, yeah.
It's just 2 parts. That's the whole song. And now I
find weep for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. And now I found that worship songs are like country songs. It's a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, a bridge.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
And I've really been challenging some of the people I write with. And so you asked me what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So I'm working part-time. I'd say part-time. I'm part of the Life Church.
Gotcha.
But that's just a portion of what I do. The other portion is I'm coaching creatives.
Okay.
So I'm spending time with songwriters, mentoring them. I work with a couple of film producers, some authors, a barber. I have a barber that I work with.
That's awesome.
So I'm just coaching creatives when they get stuck. They get depressed. They don't feel understood. A lot of worship leaders, music directors that are trying to connect with their pastor, or their executive pastor, or their administrative, because they don't.
Yeah.
And so coming from.
And that's a real issue. That really does exist.
You're a creative.
Most days.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're definitely an executive and a pastor, and you're visionary, and so is Annette. But you have that creative bent to you as well. So I think for me being a pastor, a senior pastor, and an executive, but also being a creative, I kind of stand in this place where I'm able to be a liaison.
Yeah,
we have a ministry, a nonprofit we started years ago called Converge, CNVRG. So it's Converge Creative Coaching, and a lot of that really is a convergence. It's bringing.
Yeah.
And so I was working with a pastor and a creative not long ago, and I was kind of getting ready for the meeting, and I felt like I had this revelation. So I shared with him, to the pastor, I said, when God created, he created outside of time and with unlimited space. And that's what a creative needs.
Oh, interesting.
They need time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They need space.
Yeah.
And most of the time they need a space, a dedicated space where they can go in if they want to sling paint, if they want to bring a xylophone in to write a song.
Big demand for xylophones.
Big demand.
Big demand.
Because they're just so easy.
Yeah.
Just easy to carry, easy to play.
It's simple stuff. No big deal.
I had a drummer friend of mine that said, "I wish I'd have played flute." Like he's sitting up for hours, you know,
drum dragging through the room. Oh, I've lived that.
So I was able to set pastor, and I'm like, you can't. If you go to your creative and go, look on Friday and go, I'd like this by Sunday. There's no time or space in that, you know.
No.
And giving them space.
And
to
that's
breathe.
the thing about pastors. Our best ideas come for Sunday morning on Saturday night.
Absolutely. And so what do they say? You can only get 2 out of 3 good, fast, cheap.
Yes.
You know, if it's good and fast, it won't be cheap. If it's good and cheap, it won't be fast. You know, if it's
good point.
Yeah. But then I was able to look at the creative and go, so God created outside of time and space.
Yes.
But he did it in 7 days. So
He did do it.
there is a timeline. There is a budget. We need an ROI on this, you know, after a while. So I think that's been fun. I'm also found myself being a pastoral ally where, you know, after 40 years of ministry, you know, 25 of those in pastoral ministry, going through everything you can walk through as a person and a pastor.
Yeah.
From having nobody to having, you know, crazy growth.
Yeah.
Building program, devastation, you know, trauma. What like I told you, if I haven't gone through it, I have walked with someone who has.
Right.
So coming alongside pastors and being an ally. I'm not a coach. Pastors don't need consultants. They don't need coaches. They need an ally. They need someone to come alongside them.
Yeah.
I'm working with Dr. Andy Yarbrough right now, who's my psychiatrist. Incredible man. Psychologist. He does a lot with pastors. He's an amazing man.
Yeah.
But we've actually developing a sabbatical program for pastors.
Oh, nice.
Where we're able to really let them know the importance of a sabbatical, letting the church and the board know the importance of a sabbatical, and then let that pastor know this is not an extended vacation. This is a true sabbatical, and here's how you do it.
That's you know what, you just brought up a point that I'm not used to hearing. I'm not used to talking about because I don't know how you do something like, to be very blunt.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do something like that. And I will say to you that I will tell you from personal experience, pastors do need an ally.
Yeah.
Someone who stands along beside them, someone just gives them strength. You know, we've been doing this, 35 years, I think it is now, full time. So I can tell you that I understand what you're speaking. And there have been many days of my ministry I thought I wished I had someone stand beside me, without question. So I know what you're doing is powerful. Now I will also say that currently in our current ministry that we're in right now, that we have been for the last 18 years, I think I told somebody the other day in our church. Matter of fact, I was meeting with some people in leadership, and I said, I don't remember the last time I felt this supported.
You told me that.
I did tell you this.
You've told me that a couple of times.
Yeah.
And that makes my heart happy.
Oh, man, it's incredible.
I mean, it literally makes me, it's like when the Bible says that John the Baptist leapt in Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Because I've been in that place. And the problem is most pastors are so isolated.
True.
You know, it's really hard to pastor someone and be their friend, to truly pastor them.
Yes, it is.
And I used to hear people say that, and I hated hearing that, but it is so true. And so you isolate, and I think I told you this, there's some data just came out. Barna just did a study, and then Duke Theological Seminary and Notre Dame did a study on pastors. And they found that a lot of data that came out, and I use a lot of it in my pastoral ally role. But one of the stats that came out is pastors are twice as likely as any people group in America to be depressed. And it's because they don't talk to anybody. They don't. Wow, most pastors, and if you're a pastor watching, I know you will agree, you won't talk to fellow pastors because you really don't want them to know what you're struggling with.
Especially if they're local.
And that's who you locals are what you need.
Right.
You know, and then people put you on a pedestal. I literally had an employee. He was my assistant pastor. He resigned, and the reason he resigned, he said, and he was very open. He said, "It's my mistake. I put you on a pedestal, and when I saw that you were human, and that you made mistakes, I just couldn't handle it." You know,
Well, that's an absolute. What you just said is very heavy and very true.
yeah. So you have to put a face on it. The greatest thing my boys ever did for me on Father's Day several years ago, they said, "Dad, we're getting you 2 gifts. First of all, we're getting you hearing aids." and
Because you've been in some loud places.
Yeah. And we're getting you a therapist.
Yeah.
And they said, hearing aids are for us. Therapist is for you, Dad. Who do you talk to? They said, mom has a grief. At that point, she was seeing a grief therapist. Her father had passed away. Both boys were seeing therapists. And that was the greatest thing. You know, I literally went on Psychology Today and scrolled down looking for therapists in Nashville, scrolled down and just saw this guy, Dr. Rick Underwood. And I saw a picture. I said to myself, I could talk to that face. And I met with him twice. And the third time we were together, he finally told me that he was a retired pastor.
Oh, wow.
And he had gone back to get his doctorate to help pastors. And he is, if any of you ever need a therapist, Dr. Rick Underwood in Brentwood, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I've only met with him 2 or 3 times in person.
Yeah.
Everything we've done has been Zoom. And
yeah, he's you know what? You told me about him.
oh, that's right.
You did.
You connected with Dr.
I connected
Rick.
with him a couple, 2 or 3 times. I talked with him several years back.
What a great man. But it changed my life.
Yeah.
Changed my life. Because I had someone to talk to that got me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know what your audience is, if pastors watch this.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So one thing he says, this is important. And I would say this is not just for pastors, this is any leader. He says pastors need 3 groups of people in your life. You need the onstage people. That's other pastors that get what you do.
Yeah.
They get it. You need, I want to come back to that if we have time.
Sure, yeah.
For that one. And then you also need the behind stage people. That's the people who help you do what you do.
Right. That's good.
Staff, volunteers.
Yeah.
But then he said you need the offstage people. Those are the people that could care less what you do for a living. And that for me was my golf guys. I played golf with 12 guys every Friday.
Yeah.
And they called me Preach. That was my nickname. Jelly Roll was one of them, actually.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You may have told us before, but I totally let that slip.
Yeah, he wasn't part of our regular crew, but he's one of the guys that called me Preach.
That's
to this
funny.
day, he'll go, Preach. That's when he was about 700 pounds
impersonation.
heavier
Yeah.
than he is now. But anyway, yet that was those guys. I mean, they knew if something went down, they could call me and I'd pray for them or be there for them. But they didn't care. I mean, they would use foul language in front of me. They would, drink, and one of them smoked pot half the time we played, and it's like,
Yeah. Right.
but it was a safe place for me to be myself. And so I would say that as an executive, as a leader,
Yeah.
even as a father or mother, I think the same thing. You need other fathers and moms in your life that get it. You need people that help you do it. Then you need people that don't care what you do. They're
Right.
just there because they like you or love you. Coming back to that on stage.
Yeah.
So several years ago, I learned this from a pastor, Rick Bezat, who pastors New Life Church in Arkansas. They have, I think, 20 campuses all over Arkansas. One of my favorite humans in the world. And he told me years ago that they did this, and we picked it up at our church, where we would adopt a church each month in the area,
Okay.
and we would pray for them, like from the stage.
Okay.
We'd bring the church logo or whatever on the screen, and our church would pray for them. And I would meet with the pastor the month before, have lunch or breakfast, and get to know them. And I think I connected with, over a couple of years, 10, 12 pastors,
Wow.
And one of those was a guy named George Stull. And George pastors a church called The View. We were in the Bellevue community called View, V-U-E. And what a great man. And, I reached out to him and we met and we just really connected. And now years later, when I'm in town, that's the church most of the time that I will go to.
Wow.
And it's amazing. But he's that onstage guy.
Yeah.
That he gets what I do. He understands it. We have a little shorthand that we don't have to.
Right. Right. No introductions are needed.
No,
we understand the process.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. It's incredible. You know, those three categories really that speaks a lot. And I think that coming from being a pastor, I can tell you are very much correct in regards to finding people who don't know what you do. I think it's a very cool thing. I don't know if I currently have people like that in my life. I don't know if that's something. I know that I'll meet a lot of people and not tell them who I am.
Yeah.
That's something I do on a regular basis. And I'll meet you on the plane. I'll meet you at the restaurant. I'll spend time talking with total strangers sometimes, and they'll never know what I do. Only because I just want to connect with somebody. I guess that's what it is. It's just innate desire just to connect with people.
Absolutely.
And without it having to have any kind of strings attached to it or mental images attached to it.
It's so true. And, you know, I almost always lead with, so what do you do for a living? I'm a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Or I'm a creative coach. I very rarely will start with, I'm a minister or a pastor.
Right.
Now, after we talk for a little bit, I may say, you know, I pastor a church for many years.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. When I used to play golf a lot, I'd play something, I'd get paired up with strangers, and they wouldn't know what I would do. My favorite thing is not tell them. And they're just cussing, just every blankety blank, blank, blank. And about hole number 5 or 6, they go, so what do you do? I go, here we go. I'm a pastor. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I've done that so many
times. I love it.
I've done it so many times.
And so I would say, look, here's the deal. Just save them up because I may need you to cuss for me in a little bit.
I need 3 words.
I hit a bad shot and just look over and say, one of y'all should say something. A surrogate cusser.
You know, I will tell you something funny. I play Call of Duty.
Oh, really?
Online. So
how old are you?
I know. They say it keeps you young. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know for sure if it does or doesn't. It gets frustrating. But I do it because my brother, he lives in Dallas, right?
Okay.
So we'll get on together.
That's awesome.
And then my son, you know, he lives across town, so he'll jump on with me. So normally it'll be that 3 or 4, and I got my nephew will jump on. So we'll have a little squad.
So
and
fun.
We'll go and play. Well, we was online,
and you can talk to each other.
Oh yeah, we're fully communicating the whole time.
That's amazing.
We're talking the whole time about everything.
I love that.
It is fun. But we'll every now and then get a new person drop into our squad because you have to have a team of 4 when you go into a certain battle scene. Well, this dude jumped in, and he is cussing up a storm, just like you're talking about. He's we're busy planning, scheming how we're going to get the win, you know. And about 3/4 of the way through it came up. And he said something about church or something, and it opened his door, right? and then Corbin said, "Well, yeah, you're talking to 2 pastors right now." And he went, "I'm sorry, what?" He said, yeah. And come to find out, he lived less than an hour away from here.
Wow.
He's supposed to be at church Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yes. So
oh my God,
it's just cool how that works.
That's amazing.
I get so tired of watching ministry try to be some front, some big thing.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a front.
Yeah. They're not being real.
No. And I love Eugene Peterson, his writings, who, you know, the guy that wrote The Message,
yes,
which people call a translation. It's not a translation. It's literally, he wrote it for his church. That's how it started. Wow. The Message gets a lot of flack.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but he wrote it for his church, which incredibly, he made a commitment to never pastor more people than he could remember their names.
Oh my!
He pastored for almost 30 years, the same church, and it never got more than 500. It averaged 300.
Wow.
And you know, but he talks a lot about that in his books. Is we focus so much on Sunday, and Monday through Saturday is just as important.
Yes, sir.
As Sunday.
Yes, sir.
And you know, probably the greatest compliment that I get is when people say you're the same person in the lobby as you are on stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm loud in the lobby.
Yeah,
you know,
you are.
So.
You're loud everywhere you go. No, but that is true. That's the thing I wanted people to realize. In our ministry, I really want to remove this veil that's this weird veil of religious ideas that floats between people. Like you told us of the employee you had who said, "Who I put you on a pedestal." There was this weird place he had to, and I want to get rid of that completely. And we in our church, we're very cautious. No, we're cautious. We're very open. We talk to everybody all the time. We're out there with people. I don't want them to ever think that the pastor's not touchable in some way.
Yeah.
You know, someone asked me today, "Why are you always out here?" And I was talking with a leader, and I said, if the shepherd don't smell like sheep, then
that's right.
What's the point?
You're not a shepherd.
You're not a shepherd. You're something else. You're you're a stage whore. I'm sorry I said it that way, but that
Hey.
is the way that it goes sometimes. And we don't want to be that. We want to be the if God's called you to do it, God calls you to do it, but do it while loving people. And that's not always easy because, I was preaching the other day and I was talking about how we're talking about church hurt. And I do understand church hurt exists.
Yeah,
I get
sure.
that. I also know that some people have used church hurt as an excuse to live in hatred and anger and all kinds of things. And it's always some preacher did something horrible, right? But I reminded the church today, I said, yes, there's a lot of bad preachers out there, a lot of bad pastors, but I've also met a lot of bad saints. And let's not forget that part of the process.
Yeah, and it's like I've said before, it's like, Starbucks messes up your coffee, you don't stop going.
No.
You get misdiagnosed by a doctor, you don't stop going to doctors.
No. Well, you don't go to the gym expecting everybody at the gym to be skinny and fat and in shape.
It's good. I love that.
If you're going to the hospital to get well, that means everybody here is getting well.
Well, and Jesus said it very clearly that, that they don't need a physician.
Yeah. Right.
So that's great. That's great, Michael.
Well, this has been a fun conversation with you. I think we laughed a good amount in this situation.
At least a quarter of the time.
Maybe half, because I think I see 46 minutes on the clock. I'll tell you. Can you believe we went that long?
So I hope you watched all 4 of these.
That's the first 20 minutes. This is going to be one of the longest. We'll just leave it out there.
I love you, Michael Kelly.
Man, I'm so...
A lot. I love you.
That means a lot.
I'm so happy and to see what God's doing here in North Carolina and your influence, even digitally, and your kids, man, just seeing them so involved, and Mama Annette, man, y'all are family. And thanks for letting me be a part of this.
I am thrilled you're here, John. You are family to us and have been for so long. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this church, Central Triad Church. I'm grateful for the people in it. I'm grateful for the staff. I'm grateful for the volunteers. Like I said, I don't remember last time I felt this supported, this back.
That's great, man.
People are so excited and they want to see you succeed.
That's great.
How often does that happen in ministry? You go for years.
I told you I was on the phone with one of a guy that I'm serving as a pastoral ally, and he's just the opposite.
Yeah.
He's being attacked. It's brutal.
It is
what's
hard.
going on in his world. And I just carrying him, trying to pray and give him wisdom and, direction. And, and all I can give him is, my wife says that wisdom is a big bag of mistakes.
Wow. That's a song. That's a song.
Big bag of mistakes. They say the difference in knowledge and wisdom, is knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
That's some wisdom right there.
So I'm just trying to share with him what I've learned, the good, bad, and ugly, and hopefully it'll give him a little guidance to walk through this season. But it's the antithesis of the season you're in. But you also have walked through many years.
Man, I have had
many years where you were standing alone. We would sit out on my porch and talk.
We sure did.
You're like, are we going to keep doing this?
How long do we take a beating?
That's right.
I told somebody today, if you think you're called to be a pastor, you're going to want to quit 1,000 times.
Absolutely.
But you can't, because God won't let you.
It's a calling.
It's a calling.
And I'm not pastoring a local church now.
But you're still pastoring.
But I'm pastoring pastors and creatives and artists. And it's really fun. It's an adventure. There's some anxiety attached to it.
Oh, I'm sure
there's
there is.
not a set schedule or financial,
Sure.
You're living by faith a lot. But, first of all, pastors are in such dire need now, but creatives are one of the greatest, biggest harvest fields. Could you think about creatives are impacting everything?
Oh, man, especially now. Yeah.
Everything. Social media, movies, music, everything. And even in churches,
Yes, without question.
I would say 75% of what we do on a Sunday morning involves a creative.
Yes, it does.
Outside of the programs.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about everything from what are the kids coloring,
No, exactly.
to what's on the screens, to and many times they're so misunderstood. Then you take it outside the church, where the creatives are just an up and down. So I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm fired up. Well,
this has been an incredible conversation. I look forward. Maybe we'll do another one before we leave town. We'll figure that out later. But for those that are watching or listening, however you do this podcast stuff, I would encourage you, if you have a pastor, pray for them.
Yeah.
The good ones are praying for you. That I can tell you. And I would encourage you to pray for them, lift them up. And you never, just one moment could change a life. It could change a moment that you can't possibly imagine.
Send them a thank you note.
Oh, yes.
Get them a gift card.
Even better.
You know, send them on a vacation.
A what?
Send them to Nashville. I know a good pastoral ally that lives there.
Man, we love you. Exactly. We love you, John. We're so glad you're here with us. It's going to be an incredible time Sunday, but we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Shane Kelly. I couldn't say my name. The Michael Shane Kelly Show. Love you, John. Love you guys. God bless.